Yo, what it do, people? What it do? Let's get it. Put these headphones in the brains. Let's get it twisted. Okay, so today we're just doing a quick little Q's and A's. It's a busy week around here. As you know, we're getting ready to drop a brand new version of Ecamm Live 4.0, so that has me going out of my mind, like insane busy. But hey, you know what it is? You gotta just put in the head, get down and do the work. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's been kind of a blast. Let me just tune that just taste. And yeah, it's been a good week so far though. Man, it's been so busy. I kind of get a kick out of these situations where you get to put, what's the word I'm looking for? You get to put all of your things that you've practiced and tested and worked on and things like that. You get to put it all into flow. It reminds me of back, as an athlete, you go through all week, you're doing your practices, you're doing all your sessions, you're working out, you're getting everything ready, and then game day. So I feel like we're in that approaching game day situation. Like we're getting closer. Get a little closer. So yes, it's kind of a lot of fun. It's been incredible. It's been a lot keeping me going. What's up, Katie? Good to see you here. Long time no see in the building. Parker is here, of course. Good. How you doing, Parker? Good to see you. Yes, that's right. Mahalo is thank you. That's exactly what that means. I'm going live for the first time in 2 months shortly. It's been a while. Oh, yeah. All right, cool. There you go. Man, it's funny. I was just talking with Mario about this. Having stepped away to go, to Japan and do everything and come back. Getting back into the mix it's easy, but it definitely is different, right? When you get back into the mix, you're a little bit off, but yeah, you're getting in the mix. So yeah, just doing that. So yeah, this is open Q&A. Need to keep it light and busy today. So it was going to be slightly truncated due to the overflowing. and to the fact that I got a lot going on, got a meeting right after this. So yeah, just quick Q&A. Anybody got any questions, anything they want to talk about, we can do that. Let's see what else is happening this lovely week here. Waiting for my new computer. So hopefully next week sometime we shall be able to do an unboxing. Let me check and see if I got a shipping notification just yet. Do I get a shipping notification? Nope, not yet. I'm always over here checking the box just to see what's happening, right? Right now I just found out there's new Adidas on sale. That's it. Let's see. So here's a question, and I'm gonna cover this. Are any Mac Minis okay for the new update? Yeah. Every Mac Mini, well, every M1 Mac Mini. Let's put it that way. I have been running Ecamm Live 4.0 beta on my Mac Mini over here since I want to say July. When did we start the beta? I don't even remember. It's been hella long. But I only use beta. I never not use beta, Katie. I think most of the people in the chat down here today never not use beta. I don't even know if that's proper English. Never not use. Always use. Okay, there you go. I think everybody in the chat here basically always use beta. I don't think anybody in our party over here uses the regular version for anything. Boom. There it is. It is M2 Max 12 core. I don't want you people to be like, did anybody ask? Yeah, Camera Junkie asked and Christopher asked. There you go. So I'm not just like, being a wiseacre here. I got the 12 core, standard chip, the Pro, and then 32 gigs, and then 2 terabytes. I had the option of sort of picking between getting the just what the upgrades were going to be, right? And then so I opted for the max over the 64 gigs. This may have been stupid, but this is my traveler. This is not really going to be the main workhorse. My main workhorse is a 64 gig studio over chia. So that guy, she goes. The only update I added, but it looks like I didn't add, in which case I'm going to be mad. I thought I added it. I might have been rushing and forgot to add it. Was the I'm gonna do something stupid. I might have forgotten to add the 10G because that's important to me. I gotta double check my order now because I have a 10G network in my studio. Now I could always, when I plug in, stick it into a dock that has it. I don't really see a lot of 10G docks on the platform nowadays, but I do have a 10G adapter just in case. But yeah, there's that. It said, bought it. Oh, got a Stream Deck, is working fine. Then I bought it. Oh, got a Footpack, and I can't give any of them to work properly. So here's what you're gonna have to do, and this is stupid, but it's just how it is. This is funny, PK. Every device on the planet says that they want you to plug it directly into your computer. Why you guys build stuff like that? I almost said a bad word. Let me not say bad words today. Why you build stuff like that? You know good and dang well, especially as Mac people, we are going to use a dock or a hub or something of that nature. So stop building your devices where they require to be plugged into the machine. Here's why it's especially stupid, because Stream Deck is a freaking keyboard. That foot pedal is also a freaking keyboard. And keyboards don't require all of this kind of craziness. So what you're going to have to do is plug it directly into the computer, make it work again, and then plug the other one directly into the computer, make it work again. And then once they psych themselves back out, you can go right back to sticking it in the hub. I had my Stream Deck XL crap out of me when I first got it. And then I went back and forth and back and forth and back and forth and back and forth and back and forth with support forever. And then they were like, nah, man, according to your logs, it's working, but I don't know why it's not working. And then they say, oh, you got to plug it directly into the computer. And I was like, shut up, it's a freaking keyboard. And they're like, no, it's just how it is. I'm like, whatever. So I plugged it into the computer. It came back to life. It just worked. And then I immediately plugged it right back into the same hub it's always been in. It's been perfect ever since. So it's, yeah, it's silly, but the mic says, oh, plug me directly in the computer. The cam link says, oh, plug me directly in the computer. Truth be told, if you got a crappy hub or you're putting too many things in a single hub or a single dock where there's not enough power throughput, you can stick your devices in limbo. They normally just require a clear by plugging it back into a computer, and it'll fix it again. Oh, the book I'm reading right now. Let me see if I could pull up a linky link for it, because it is a good. Let's get that link. There it is. Blake Snyder. Blake Snyder. Don't get upset, Paul. It's nothing to do with what you think. Okay. It's nothing to do with what you think, Paul. Okay? Paul's going to get a little testicle when I send you the name of this book. And then I'll pop it up on the screen in a second. I'm not worried. I don't want Paul to lose any sleep over this. Okay. Let me pop that. Hey, enter. There you go. There's the book. There's the book right there. Ah, that's super funny. That's super funny. So let me Paul's probably like, what are you doing to my cat? All right. So the book is called Save the Cat, and it's a book about screenwriting by Blake Snyder. Um, I don't plan on writing a movie or anything anytime soon, but when it comes to streaming, production, marketing, things like that, let me just bless this a little bit. I'm trying a new setting where you turn off the desktop picture, and I gotta say, I don't like it. Don't do that, dummy. You gotta come back over here. Let me switch this around real quick. Screen sharing, include desktop picture. Yes. No. No, I don't want that. No, I don't want that either. All right, that'll work. That's kind of sort of there. There it is. Yeah, our screen likes a certain size. So now that I fixed that, that had nothing to do with the cost of tea in China. Anyway, I just, you know, Todd, good question about the book that I'm reading. And what it is to me, in order to be good at sort of doing what we do, you got to read all myriad things, even things that aren't directly related to your field. You can never go wrong with getting better with storytelling. Storytelling is a large portion of anybody's business, especially what you do, Todd. So, yeah, it's just a book that I started reading, and I like it. It's a good one. And then, what do I have next up after that? Man, Todd, you need two-part questions. Um, let's see. This is the other book that I have on deck. Uh, this one's cool. Uh, Bet. There you go. It takes what it takes. I just thought it was a cool title. I forgot who recommended this book to me. Oh, it's only that one scene, Paul. Sorry. It was not that one. It was this one. Okay, cool. Got it. Fixed it. Yeah, it's called It Takes What It Takes. So let me copy that. And then I don't know if you guys know about truncating clipboards or, sorry, concatenating clipboards, but it's a cool little plug-in thing that I got. It's a Alfred. Alfred lets you concatenate clipboards. And what I mean by that, I can copy two separate things and stick them together as one because, Alfred's cool like that. Good one, Paul. I mean, good one, Todd. Paul said, the only time I ever not need a beta when I need to ask somebody about the regular version and need to confirm something. Boom. Chris says, rocking the beta for all my clients right now. Yes. Yes, I'm with you, Glenda. I'm shocked at the people who aren't using the beta. Uh, Chris, not upgrading from anything. I'll tell you why. So I got my M1 Mac Mini down here. It does this thing. It normally lives inside of a portable case. I have it set up right now because I'm recording videos for Ecamm, but normally it lives inside of a Pelican looking case with the monitor inside. It's down here on the floor. So the Mac Mini, you know what? Maybe I can do this. The Mac Mini normally vibes inside of a tiny little box. Let me see. Click here. Click on YouTube. Dun, 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 dun. Click on your channel. This is my channel. And then go to shorts. Dun, 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 and then scrolly. And then here it is. Pause that, Doc Rock. So this is normally where my Mac Mini lives. And I don't have it sound on right now, but you don't need the sound because it got subtitles. Anyway, inside this little box, I have my Mac Mini. In the Mac Mini, there's a little screen. It is a 4K flat panel. There is the upside down Mac Mini, which is designed that way so the cables can be reached. There is a Shure, I forgot what the heck that thing is called, MV1, I believe. And then underneath this stack of foam and the additional stack of foam, there's a CalDigit hub and all of the cables and the OWC dock and the keyboard and the power supplies for everything. And it all fits into this cool little box so that I can go somewhere and edit and record or do whatever's clever. So that's what's in there. So that's staying there. This computer that we're talking on right now, this is a Studio, Mac Studio. Here, I forgot the proper terminology because, it's early in the morning. So I want to pop this on real quick. It says a M1. Man, why can't I think today? It is a M1 Mac Studio. Ooh, did that again. Let's do that. There you go. It's a 64 gig Mac Studio. So there's that. And then my current traveler is M2 MacBook Air. Absolutely love this guy, but this was literally purchased as a stopgap because now that I started traveling, I wanted a 14-inch notebook to travel. Originally, I have to be straight up honest, I wanted a 16-inch. This 13.6 is the bomb. It is the right size. It's not heavy. It doesn't weigh anything. It's fast as all get, but it is an Air, so it lacks the thermals. So when I do, chop broccoli with it, it can slow down. If I'm just doing shorts or some other content like that, it's fine. And it's also not really good for using as a streaming computer. A lot of times when I'm on the road, I have to stream with it. You shouldn't really use Airs for streaming. So that was literally bought as a stopgap until the M2 notebooks came out. I had every intention on getting the M2 16, but after having that 13.6, which is just slightly smaller than the MacBook Pro, it is like, the size is perfect. So that's why I went to 14-inch MacBook Pro. I'm probably going to keep my Air because I love it, and that's it. So Chris with more questions. Chris says, how do I do that? Man, why do you never remember to stay this way? Like this. Or like this.
Listen to me, people. Now you understand. Trans Europe Express.
That's all. Rodecaster Pro 2. Simple, simple. Simple Simon said to the department when you're going to the fair. Marine X door kicked in. I love it. Yeah, I'm using the Rodecaster Pro. You got it. You got it correct. That is correct. This is I'm glad you brought this up because this comes up in our community all the time. Like people trying to play the sound effects from the Stream Deck. Yeah, I get the Stream Deck store has sound effects and whatever. I never really used them. Number one, personal opinion, don't at me, bro. I don't think they're of the same quality as what you find inside, say, Epidemic Sound or Artlist or even Storyblocks. I think they're a little cheesy, but that's just me. I'm maybe more particular than most, having been a DJ for so long. Yeah, how do I describe this? So you can get a sound that is just a simple sound, something as simple as a one of those, right? And if the person just put the sound flat, like I don't really like it as much as when there's some forethought into it and they compress it properly or EQ it properly or give it a little bit of extra. It's got a little different bang to it. So for instance, on our thing, the built-in horn, it sounds okay. But if I go to like Epidemic or to Artlist and look for the exact same thing like a bicycle horn, it will normally be more properly mixed or whatever. So we stuck that in there because it's licensing, right? So, anyway. So yeah, I'm not really a fan of the sounds that are built in. Even the music tracks they have built into Stream Deck, I'm like, bruh, you can go, anybody who doesn't know what they're doing can open up Fruity Loops or some of these iPad apps and make better sounding sounds, if you ask me. That's just a personal opinion. Mics do not echo, Paul. They do not echo at all. Mics don't know how to echo. I'm not picking on you. I'll show you what I did because that way you guys can know. It's all about learning. So let me do this real quick and then go over here to sound levels. Why you didn't do sound levels? I said go to sound levels. Pay attention, computer. Ecamm Live sound levels. There you go. So as you can see, I have my Rodecaster Pro set up, but I have an emergency in case the Rodecaster Pro were to eat it. I can go like this and it'll bring up the other mic. So because I was testing and playing around earlier and I forgot to turn it back off, I actually just had both feeds on. So all you gotta do is turn off the other. But I'm glad you bring it up because people are always, oh, I'm getting echo. First of all, program doesn't know how to echo. Ecamm doesn't know how to echo. Restream doesn't know how to echo. Streamlabs OBS doesn't know how to echo. Regular OBS doesn't know how to echo. Restream doesn't know how to echo. And StreamYard doesn't know how to echo. None of the programs know how to echo. That's not what they do. The only program in your computer that knows how to echo out of the box is GarageBand. And if you added Logic, Cubase, Audacity, get it, sound programs. They have an echo you can add, but they don't know how to on purpose. So what most people are calling an echo is normally a doubling of sound. That's not the same as an echo. Now, as we're on this education statement, if you were to go to the top of Haleakala and yell into the crater, an echo would sound like this. Hey, 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 hey. That's an echo. If you talk twice, come back, that's not an echo. That's a slapback, right? So when you hear the same sound twice, that's a slapback. Or in this particular case, I just had 2 channels of audio coming in at the same time. What most people don't know, because these mics aren't identical, there's no way for them to land in the computer at the exact same time. So even as I'm speaking and you're watching these bouts, they're not going to land in the computer at the same time because they're 2 different types of interfaces. So they have different levels of latency. And that minor difference is what caused them to be out of time. If I were to plug this NTG into the Rodecaster Pro and accidentally turn it on, it probably would just get bigger instead of that delay because they're coming in through the same interface with the exact same amount of latency. So that's known as a round trip latency, or just a, comes out of here, goes down the wire, goes into the Rodecaster and does a bunch of processing and things like that. Now, maybe if I was to go into the Rodecaster and turn all the processing off, it might be closer. Let's try it. Now I'm just curious. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's much closer with the processing off. When I put the processing on, it starts to go big difference because, well, it's processing. So, it's cool. So anyway, glad you brought it up. Give you guys a chance to understand. What I tell people, and I think Paul Duncan was helping Katie with this in the stream like a couple of weeks ago. If someone comes on and says, oh, my guest is echoing, instead of panicking, just look at this box right here. This little box will tell you every time your guest talk, if the interview line moves, wait, why is my interview line jacked all the way up there? Should be right chair. If this line moves when your guest talk and this line doesn't, it's perfect. If the guest talk also moves the Rodecaster Pro line, wrong. If it moves your NTG line, wrong. If it moves your Scarlett line, wrong. The only thing that should move when your guest is talking is this bottom interview line down here in the bottom, and everything else should not move at all. So that's how you know when you're getting a double sound. So for instance, if I play audio from my computer, it comes through the Rodecaster Pro and not the sound effects. If it does both, then it makes noise, which we did a couple streams ago. So nice. Good statement, Paul. You allowed me to teach what I've been trying to teach. See, Marine X is out here telling you guys. You guys is learning things. So when you mess around and do stuff, on your system, remember to put it back. One of the cool things that I always forget about, and I should know better because I work there, and Ecamm, before you start tinkering, you can make a copy of your profile. And then you can tinker, do whatever you want. And then when you're done, throw that profile away, put back the one you had, and everything is fine. But I'm making videos all week for 4.0, so I've been messing with all my settings. It's kind of bananas. Oh, dude, I travel with the M1 Mac Mini in the case, bro. Like, it's the bomb. And I don't have to worry about dropping it. I used Ecamm to film a long YouTube video yesterday about a backpack. Much easier. 100%. Oh, my God. Okay, so Marine X, let me pimp you on to something dope right here. All right, I'm assuming you're using the beta. If not, Thursday it'll be the regular. So I'm gonna drag this up here and show you that I got my Insta360 link. This is my overhead camera. Okay, so let's say I'm doing a video explaining about, this here Insta360 X3. By the way, I'm an Insta360 fanatic. Their kit is just bomb, just super dope maneuvers, right? Okay, so if I'm doing this as a video, say for Amazon, let me show you something. What I do with that? Let me put this one back up. Let me move this up here. And then I'm going to open up my Ecamm Live preferences and then switch this window to that window. Preferences. There we go. Gangsta. I'm going to take this and then go, you know what? Hold that thought. I want to make a whole new scene before I muck everything up. And then go back to this one and 86 this and 86 that. Then go back to this one and then do one of these and then bam. All right, cool. So this is the sauce right here. I love the fact that now you can just drag and drop cameras into the party like that. It's just insane because you can do all kind of cool kit, right? So I can adjust this to like squircle a little bit and then I can embiggen this a little bit. All right, we're gonna call this day stop messing around because none of this is important. So inside your setup now, right? You can go into recording, and as you can see, I have it set right now where camera A is going to record as this main Sony ZV-E10 Sigma 16 setup right here in the front. Camera B as the Insta360 link, which is right up here at the top. Also recording my interview guests, and I tell it to ignore any camera effects so that way I can set my camera to S Cinetone or whatever. It's actually in S Cinetone, I believe. And, just record it to this particular file, okay? So by leaving it all like this, if I were to stop my recordings for a second, and then I'm going to start it again. All right, if I were to go into my foldy over here, pop up this bad boy, pop up Ecamm Live recordings, and then get the latest one from this early morning. And that is here, 8:06. That him? Yeah. So if I bring this bad boy over here like this, and then let me switch this. Hold on 1 second. I'm going to go to the Find It. All right. So, yeah, there it is. So you can see that what it gives me is it gives me the raw camera of this, recording my, right? It gives me the raw camera of this, recording my overhead, right? And then I got the mixed camera of this. My overhead. So when I go in the Final Cut, I can take these two plus this audio track and say link them bad boys together, and then I could just cut in my overhead camera and my face camera as I'm talking about a product without having to just set all kind. I don't even have to press the Stream Deck, bro. I can ignore the Stream Deck and just talk and keep my hands on the prize and explain everything is everything, cover all of the bases. Like I could get in here and then let's swap these windows for a second, right? I could get in here and get in detail about, the waterproof settings on this bad boy and how if you put this battery in, it'll turn on at this position, but it's not really waterproof until you're sure that that orange mark is missing. So press down harder and then close that, make sure it's closed. I can show that, we got the USB joint over here, the quick menu, speaker, quarter 20 thread. I don't have to cut. I don't have to stop and change to this particular scene. I could just stay at this look the entire time while I'm talking about this and doing my recording and just, you can just cut. So to me, that has been the dopest part of the new Ecamm update, especially for people who are making product videos, either for your channel or in my case, for my Amazon Live shoppable videos, right? So even if I'm doing an Amazon Live recording now, let's say I'm doing an Amazon Live, show, and I'm going through all of the Myriad products or whatever, I don't have to always cut cameras anymore. I can just rock this one thing, and then I can just cut it after. Man, you talk about time saver, family. I mean, when I started doing that and figured it out, yo, I was up in the house saying all kind of things you probably shouldn't say in church because it is that good. It has changed the game. It has legit changed the game. The screen behind me is it's a smart TV. It does its own thing. I just play, Ecamm footage or campfires sometimes. Sometimes it's ocean, whatever pop in my socks. Because I'm recording Ecamm tutorials all this time, I just put the flow on behind me. It's just a YouTube playlist. It's smart TV. It don't require a whole computer. Don't tell nobody I said this, but nowadays, in my opinion, TV's so smart, it's kind of crazy to connect them to a computer anymore. I used to always do that, but now no need. If your TV's not a smart TV, get yourself an Amazon Fire Stick for $20, slap it in there, and call it a day. I got what it is. Man, Rich, what you ask me? I got Max, I believe. I'm going to say yes. I think I did. Yes, I got the Max. M2 Max. And you know what? For what most of us are going to do, it kind of doesn't make a difference. But I have been playing an awful lot with AI freaking image manipulations and whatnot. So I was like, I'll take the extra oomph in order to do that. But for general use, probably not important. Boom. What you know about that, Paul? Did I musical Tourette's craft work? I don't even know. You know I got musical Tourette's. I'm gonna hurt you. God dang it, JFK. Why? Why you gotta do that? You caught me off guard. That's funny. That's funny. Boom. So Roy said, what are some of the things I can do to improve my average view duration? Too many of my videos have hockey sticks in the channel analytics. All right, so the first thing is it's the old story arc. Like storytelling is it. Like practice your storytelling. So even if I'm going to do a review on this bad boy here, right? Like say I'm going to talk. This is my favorite camera, by the way. Just say I want to do a review about this. You're going to explain it from a story arc level. So in the beginning, you're going to come in, you're going to throw the hook. You're going to introduce the hero. What if I told you you could buy a camera that's just a little bit bigger than the inside of a clutch fist that could absolutely change all of your creative needs? People be like, what is he talking about? And then you'd be like, let me introduce you to the Insta360. The Insta360 is this big, a 2.6 inch screen. It shoots in 5.7K and it's waterproof up to 164 feet inside of a dive cage into, I forget the right answer, 16 feet maybe without the dive cage. I forget. Anyway, so you get into some of that stuff, then you show what it is and how it works and whatever. So it's just a changing of setting your hook, tell people what you're going to tell them, tell them again, and then, dip out. I think a lot of us, well, okay, let's put it this way. The old school YouTube mentality is you got to do a whole bunch of hypercuts and all this other stuff. I think that's part of it's going away. If your channel knows what your channel's about, you don't necessarily have to put all of that in. It's funny because there is no blanket answer, but yet everybody wants there to be a blanket answer. There's not. I have seen channels where the person literally sits there like I'm doing right now and talk to people for 2 hours straight and they got high views and high retention. Then I've seen the videos where they went and spent 8 hours. They did all of this craziness and it didn't do anything. So what does that tell you? That tells you that it really depends on your audience. You got to get in there and study what your audience is wanting. And if you don't understand what your audience wants, just ask them because they will tell you. Because if I want to do a cut now, I just punch in and then I just come back. So like you can put that stuff in there if you want, but is it necessary for your show? That requires you to start to talk to your community. The other thing I think everybody wants to do is build a channel and not build a community. You got to build a community around your channel. If you don't build a community, it's not the same thing, right? It's just not the same thing. There you go. Now you learn. Thank you, Paul. I'm glad you gave me opportunity. I'm glad you... And that's not echo, damn it. You guys are killing me. I want y'all to go to a mountain and yell so you can hear what echo really is. I don't have my thing set up in a way where I could put on an echo plugin so you can hear. Echo just keeps going. And if your hearing was good enough, it would keep going until you tell it to stop. That's the difference between an echo and, when you show the camera, showing the camera, the infinity screen, that's what an echo does audibly. So it would continue to go into subsonic because it's a waveform. And man, I'm getting into physics. Never mind. I'm over here getting into physics. Man, I am freaking loving this thing. Bro, this thing is sick. Here's what I like the most about it. If I pull up the Insta360 gimbal doohickey, I could come in here and right? But I can hit a button and whip it right back into position, right? It does, when it goes back to position, it does this little weird settling down thing, which I don't like, but I'm loving it. I'm probably going to go back to sticking this. I might put the ZV-E10 up there and put the A7 IV across from me. I just got to get a new lens for the A7 IV because everything I have right now is too tight for this particular setup. I'm gonna have to go and get like maybe a 14 millimeter and slap it on there. But yeah, the Insta360 Link is delicious. The quality is super good, and I travel with it. When I go, I take my notebook, I take this down, I throw it into a little bag, and I travel with it. It's been an excellent camera for the road. It is pretty dope. It's one of the best investments this year. Yes, Final Cut, easy puzzle easy. Man, we just got finished having this conversation. Scott, you wasn't here. I can't stand the music. Okay, Scott, you're a DJ, so to me, the music from the Stream Deck stores sounds like shit. Oh, sorry. I hate it. It sounds horrible. I can't take it. I don't like it. I just use Epidemic Sounds. Can't stand any of it. The other thing is, I haven't done this, but let me try because I don't think you can, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't think you can escape it from its program, so you have no way to adjust it, right? Let me try something. I ain't never did this. We're going to do this live in these streets because I'm not afraid to make an ass out of myself for y'all. All right, so we press on this button here. Bring up the old Stream Duke store. Come over here and click on the music. I mean, this stuff sounds like trash. I don't know why everybody wants to hear this, but anyway. Bro, if you went to the worst doctor's office in the planet, the music sounds better than this trash. Anyway, let me stop being mean. Oh my God. Scott, as one of the originators of the Hot Mix 5, you couldn't make music this bad by accident. Anyway. All right, I'm going to see let's see how good these guys are. All right, I'm going to put you on the spot, Scott. Not that many house songs at 112, so let's start there. All right, we're going to pick this one. Still not a fan, but we'll pick it. Anyway, so I press download. I don't know, can you guys hear that when I'm playing this, by the way? I don't even know if that worked. Okay, it came through my Rodecaster Pro. All right. So it's downloaded. And then, how do I see? I think what they do, I don't want the stock ID. Now that it's downloaded, I don't think you can get to where it is. That's the problem, right? So now that you have it downloaded, where are you going to put it? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think you can get to the folder where it lives. And then if you can't get to the folder where it lives, no, that doesn't work. So let me go to my thing here and let me go to the sound button here and then choose a sound or select the file. Choose the file. Nope, that doesn't help. I don't know where this stuff lives. But if you can get to where it lives, you can run it through like Auphonic or Levelator or something to get them all at the same level, right? I might get that one a 6. Okay, now let's just, for S&Gs, because I'm Doc and I'm weird like that, let's do a small comparison real quick before I gotta run. All right, I'm not even gonna go crazy with this. I'm gonna just swap this bad boy over here so that it's easier for y'all to see. Just bring it down to like a liquid window, and then go to music. Man, I'm logged in already. Damn you. Let's just try. Let's do this. Let's go to Johnnery, and then we want boom, 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 boom. Where would they put that on the electronic? Yeah, I hate the fact that all of these software places, they call it electronic instead of house, but we'll let it go. Let's try this. I mean, the mix quality is better. I mean, for nothing else, the mix quality is better. Can you tell the difference in dope mix quality versus bull mix quality? I'm done. Y'all keep playing with that free Stream Deck music. Man, skip that. In the world, bump that. Bump that. Scott, the reason why your animated videos always come up missing is because you don't put them in a single place. If you put them in a single place like this, Ecamm Assets folder, you can always find them when you need them. That's it. That's the secret sauce. Put them in a single
Ian
place.
Nancy Gray here. I have been using Ecamm Live since it came out just about.
So I have a folder in my computer called Ecamm Assets folder. We don't move files, right? That's a waste of time. We're a live streaming software. Our job is to stream. We don't move files. Files stay where they stay. If you move it, then your problem. So put them in a single folder, Ecamm Assets folder. Make sure that folder is not linked to the cloud in any way, shape, or form, and you are good to go. Land the plane with that contest. I noticed when you land the plane. There you go. 100%, 15, 20 seconds. You get in there, boom, boom, boom. Hey, you know what we're going to do, Marine X? We're going to get together, and we're going to talk about using our military tactics for our video production, because I think it would help people. Like, we come in, my crew, we make a lot of noise. Blah! We bang the crap out of them with just noise and light, and then while everybody's froze, we can just go in and do what we got to do because everybody's hyper distracted. It's called the flashbang. You almost want to generate a flashbang in your production, and there you go. Yes, you can do it like that. Yeah, it's free. That's why it sucks. Man, come on. Like, yo, I'll buy you a subscription before I let my friends go out here looking booty with that free crap. Come on. It's not even worth that. It's not worth that. Right? Come on, right? You guys know better. You can hear the audio. You're you damn near invented house music. How would you listen to that free crap? Call your friends and just like, fam, I need to use this song. Like, you know, most of the people that generated the dopest house tracks ever invented. Call some friends. Ask for some favors. Don't play that freaking Stream Deck crap in your song. Man, you're way too dope for that. You're way too dope for that. I don't think so, but that's a good request. I would send it to them. Yeah. Oh, once you put it on Stream Deck, you can adjust it with a specific audio button. Yeah, it's way too much work, man. It's way too much work. That's what I'm saying. Just switch up, get something better, man. Get something better. You're way too cool for that. You don't even need none. You don't need to be using that stuff. Yeah, don't put it in the cloud. Anyway, gang, I got a meeting. You guys are killing me. That was good. That was a good high-speed session. Scott, good to see you, brother, man. I miss you. Scott is, dude, you guys don't know, if you listen to house music, this dude was there when it was just the H. Like, he's from the OG beginning of house music. Yeah, just go check out Scott Smoking Sills. Like, come on, dude. This dude is the beast. Anyway, thank you guys for coming through. Yes, Stream Beats. There you go. You want free music that sounds better than all of that crap? Get Stream Beats. There you go. Thank you, JFK. I knew you was on it. There are some free sources out there, free music library. Even YouTube has added their own stuff. Anything, I'm telling you, I don't know what it is about the Stream Deck library. Them and the stuff that you get from Envato, Audio Jungle, whatever, that stuff just straight booty. I don't know why, it's booty. Anyway, gang, I got to go to this meeting. I love you guys. Peace out. A-Town Stomp.
City of mine, how I love the city of mine. It never gets me down. City of mine.